Man, hey, man, we over here at the spot, on the spot, man. You know, we got a great show, man. You feel me? I don't know if I want to, if I'm just going to yell everybody name out or if they going to yell it themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go down the line, man. You feel me? Hey, we're going to start left to right or right to left. Where y'all want to go?
All right, we'll go. What's up, y'all? It's Reedo Brown.
The Kraig Smith.
Dwann Brown.
Man, and you know the one and only Saint Nick, man. Go like, comment, and subscribe at the spot. Soto, like, comment, subscribe at the spot. Soto. You know, when we was sitting here, man, we just chopping it up just on the music thing right now, on the music tip. And you feel me? You can jump into this one and shit, man, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hey, that nigga P? Man, Master P, 90s? Come on, fam. He was
Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man, best album he ever made.
Yeah.
Best album he ever made. I don't like none of his other albums. Rest of them garbage.
Me, I didn't like anything Master P musically, but I loved his hustle. I loved what he was doing, and I wanted that motherfucker to win. It's like literally, I don't have to like it to want
You
it to
didn't like
win.
none of his songs, though?
Nah, I didn't like Master. It was kind of annoying to me. But I'm New Orleans style music. I'm a jazz fan. I don't even like New Orleans jazz, but I hear it. I see why other people like it, and I wanted to win because of what it was doing.
You on second line? You ain't never second line before?
I did. I have played it, but to me it was boring to me. It was kind of all that doom. That shit's kind of that shit kind of pissed me off. I don't like any kind of music that got a washing board on it. I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey, man. Hey, my New Orleans niggas, man. Hey, this family, man. Don't do nothing to my nigga in the airport.
And I love New Orleans, man. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to win. I hear the music value in it. They gave us jazz, man. I'm never gonna disrespect New Orleans.
Yeah.
It just ain't my thing. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Master P was hard when he sounded so different than everything when he came out. It was so different than everything.
Ice Cream Man, that's the only album I could rub with. I can't rub with no other.
That nigga beat selection too. You know what I mean?
Beats by the pound.
I feel like whenever a rapper gets hot, he gets the hottest beats at the time. You know what I mean? And I feel like Master P just really had his time of having the hottest beats as well.
With them beats by the pound, that was like in-house.
Crazy shit, man. Like
It was like in-house.
He can keep his sound, but he had that bread to keep that
Yeah,
sound.
real talk.
I'm gonna tell you, I love the family. I love them all, right? But I gotta keep it real.
Don't say my nigga couldn't rap, right?
Silk the Shockers.
Oh, my God.
In the history of hip hop. But I love him though. But he can't rap, man.
I remember when he was hot, we saw him in the Fox Hills Mall, and nigga, you know what happened?
What?
We kept walking.
That's cool. I'm gonna still acknowledge the brother. He's accomplished great things, but I just couldn't get
got
into
hits, man.
He do.
Silk the Shocker?
He got hits.
He do.
See, man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. At that time, man, I'm loving Wu-Tang. Cause you know you got
what's that time? That's right around the time Triumph and shit.
Nah. That's way before. That's you gonna say that's when you got Only Built for Cuban Links. You got the Genius dropped his. You know what I'm saying? When you already had Method. You already had because being on the West Coast, saying you was a Wu-Tang fan, especially at that time. Feel me? Because you know who I didn't like? Bone.
You don't like Bone?
Really?
Bro.
I love Bone.
Not even their classics though.
See, they got like 1-2 songs.
That shit was big.
But
That shit was big.
The debate was who do you like better, Wu-Tang or Bone? That was the comparison.
I see what you're saying.
Wu-Tang was killing Bone.
So it was like, man, Wu-Tang was
had
something.
way too much music.
It was something you ain't never heard. It was just something that was Bone, okay, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Bone grew on me. Cause the idea, when I think about Bone, it reminds me of Starbucks. You know what I'm saying?
You got to run that with.
All right, cause back in the day, if a motherfucker would told you was paying $10 for a cup of coffee, you'd have slapped him. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? I go 59 cents. I go to AM/PM, my nigga. You feel me? Anytime I'm gonna be paying $10 for coffee. So Bone is similar because if somebody would have came to me like, hey man, I got this group, man. I'm telling you, man, they rap about street shit, but they harmonize, man. Listen to this tape, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kill, shoot, rape, and I'm gonna miss everybody. Ain't no way that's gonna work, nigga. But it worked though, and it grew on me.
Man, hey, what's in Backwoods? Banana?
Yeah, banana Backwoods.
Can I keep it 100? I just was in L.A. in the club, man. Nigga was selling a pack of those for $80 in the bathroom.
The dude that I brought to the store with, these only $11 here. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Out in L.A., they 20.
Are they 20?
They $20 in L.A.
Man, I was just in the fucking club, man. And nigga, I'm like, man, $80.
Wow.
Man,
I'm like, for the pack? He like, yeah. I said, get your money then, young man.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
not from me.
Yeah,
But
you don't
yeah,
probably have
go
2
ahead.
packs left.
Man, but yeah, nah. You know, Wu-Tang, man, was hard, man, but Bone was God. Then you had the Click, that was hard. You had Dub C in the Mass Circle.
Yeah.
You know,
it was a lot
doing
of
their
dope
thing,
groups.
man. It was
Hell
that was
yeah.
man.
The 90s
That's something
had
you don't really
groups.
see. The 90s is when the music industry took out the groups, both in R&B and rap.
right.
You know what I mean? It was just something about, seeing, no matter what they was talking about, seeing 3 or 4 cats on stage together rapping about the same thing, that just does something for you. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where musically.
We
You know what I
started
mean?
seeing the lead singers leave a lot, though. You know what I mean?
It was like, yeah, they lived, but they always, lead singers always left, but there would be another group behind it. Like, you know what I mean? It would always be another group, a new group.
Right.
You know what I mean? But duos and groups, like, we got the Migos now, but outside of that,
Yeah, they never broke up.
but like
never
outside of
did.
that, you
They
don't see
never
them
broke
paying
up.
4 cats, and isn't that like when you see 2 cats bouncing off each other musically, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man,
Even
shit.
for a long time, like if Mike would have stuck with the Jackson 5, they would have been as big as Mike.
Yeah,
You
know
think
what I mean?
so?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think
Mike
Mike
was-
wouldn't have got all them charges. Mike would have been insulated.
If the Jackson 5 were on Thriller, that shit would have been way crazier.
Thriller wouldn't have been as good.
Eagle.
You're out your mind.
Eagle.
Mike
Y'all
was
out y'all mind.
Eagle.
What?
Mike was, I'm tired of carrying you motherfuckers. Eagle.
Mike,
That nigga went and grabbed his crouch, man.
You think that if the rest of the Jacksons were on Thriller, it wouldn't be better?
Mike,
At
Quincy
that
Jones-
time, we're talking about
Quincy
at that
Jones
time.
did
We
his
gotta
thing.
know that.
Quincy Jones did his thing.
and we also gotten the Jacksons was still dropping albums. Like Michael didn't
Yeah,
go on a
the
Thriller
Victory
tour.
Tour, the Victory
yeah,
Tour,
the Victory
84.
tour. That was where all the brothers was together. Like he didn't even go off by himself. They was
Yeah,
still
he wasn't giving that
feeling it.
effort.
like they
He was already in his like Cisco era. Remember when Cisco dyed his hair, nigga? It's like, nigga, they should have known.
Right.
He was after that. Every track after that, he was like, "I'm not singing with none of y'all niggas."
Oh, man.
Michael was so out there creatively, creatively. As he was like, Michael's in another solar system. The niggas are still on Earth. He had to
Mike,
go.
yeah.
He had to, go expand.
Hey, so if Prince and motherfucking Michael Jackson had a fight, who you putting your money on?
Oh,
Right.
man.
Michael's bigger than Prince, so Michael's taller. So Mike might be able to keep a jab, you know what I mean? But Prince got that tenacity. Like Prince's music sound like he's ready to kick your ass. You know, when you listen to his music, that shit sound like a
sick, man.
war beat.
I gotta go with Prince, man.
You gonna take Prince?
You can't sleep on little niggas, man. Let me tell you
real
something, man.
talk.
Everybody know in the hood, man, the niggas doing the most shooting is the small niggas. All
Real
them niggas
talk.
between 4'9" and 5'7",
That's true.
they gotta figure out a way to get niggas off them.
That's true.
So I gotta go with Prince, man. He too small not to have that tenacity you need to win, you know.
I think Mike like really dresses just in case Prince wants to fight.
Yeah,
That's some funny shit.
You're right. Mike have on penny loafers and Prince have on heels.
I'm like, run up to this nigga, man.
So yeah.
Let me put
Bitch-ass nigga,
my
man.
pants up just in case, nigga. I can kick this nigga in his face.
Hey, and that Michael Jackson kick looked like it hurt.
Boy, I'm
That
telling
one
you,
way, 'cause
Prince ain't got no moves.
It went up and then to the
That's
side.
Prince ain't got no moves.
don't.
We know Mike's fast. We know he can hoop. He got a monkey, so you know how to like this. Come on, nigga. Prince ain't got
work
shit.
out, man. He always carrying them heavy ass instruments. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a
you know
fact.
he kind of strong, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
They
man.
said Prince was really good at all the sports that he played. Like he was like
They might be
Prince
an
used to read the Bible to his bitches before he fucked them.
he did do that.
Come on,
Jehovah's
man.
Witness Bible too. Not the
Shut
real.
the fuck up.
No.
Read scriptures.
Damn,
This nigga-
that
Prince-
make you look at a nigga different.
Prince got converted to Joe's Witness church by Larry Graham. That's Drake's uncle.
Okay, yeah.
Larry Graham.
Larry Graham is Drake's uncle?
Yeah.
Shut
Drake's
the fuck
dad
up.
want to be on the. That's Larry Graham's brother. That family is music royalty, you know, because they mother was one of the coldest on the organ ever in the East Bay up in Oakland.
Okay.
And you know that's why Larry Graham got that thump. That thump they was well, the story I heard was they kept missing a drummer. So that slap bass that Larry Graham is credited for bringing to the bass was because they didn't have that drummer. So he slap on the two on the floor, you know, and they brought in a whole new sound to the. So that's Drake's family blood. So you know what I mean. I forgot the point I was making. God damn it, because I
got hungry. Nigga stomach start growling. Nigga,
Kraig pick his nose with a pickaxe.
Man, hey, so the music scene, I'm just moving on the music scene, just where it coming from, man. Because at the end of it all, like I'm sitting back, like I try to look at music with an open mind.
Yeah.
This shit's garbage.
right.
Man, I think all right, if you're looking at it with an open mind, you can't. You got to find something there.
Nah, but this the funny part about it. I'm older, so I'm able to accept the fact that because I am older, I don't have the ear necessarily that these youngsters want.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But in reality, when it comes down to it, that's what every generation said about.
That's
every generation, every 10 to 15 to 20 years. So it's just like we looking at it and everything, but in my opinion, personal opinion, like them niggas is garbage. Like,
I look at it two ways, man, because I'm kind of in the middle. Like when everybody was talking about their favorite hip hop acts of the '90s, I've always been back in the '90s. I had an ear to hip hop, but I was really into jazz and the funk.
Okay,
and back in the '90s, when I was teaching myself how to play the drums, every time I turned on hip hop, that shit was too easy. So I would go to the old school station, KACE. Remember that used to be on, you know? And I heard the Ohio Players, I Want to Be Free, and I heard that drum solo. I was like, oh, that shit. And so I was into John Coltrane, Earth, and Fire, Parliament Funkadelic in the 90s.
Okay.
I was into them more than I was in, because that's when Cube and West Side Connect, you know, so I wasn't feeling that like early Cube.
Yeah.
So I was able to, I had the ear back then between like good and bad, and not good and bad, but like the level of sophistication, the level of effort,
the appreciation,
Like even back then when I was in the Parliament, I always knew Dr. Dre, what's my motherfucker, you know, DJ Quick.
Yeah.
You still heard the quality that they was putting into their music.
Yeah.
Nowadays you don't get that quality. That's I think what you're trying to say is and it's on that radio play shit, because it's still quality music off the radio, but on the radio they not putting quality shit out there.
Well, it's like, you know, and I ain't trying to kiss ass or nothing, but you know, like that Chill Withers, I can fuck with it.
That's just musical.
Exactly, because it's riding the beat. It's the type of beats I like. It's that funk kind of beat. The content is going with the song, from the title to the ending, and it rides the subject and it stays to the subject matter, what an old school album used to be. You know, like we was talking about Death Certificate earlier. When Death Certificate dropped down, we studied that album for a year.
Death Certificate told you the riots was coming. If you want to understand why the LA riots popped off in '92, listen to Death Certificate dropped December '91.
Come on,
that tell you.
You know,
Black Korea, all that.
That shit goes, man. You know what I'm saying? D, motherfucker, D. It's so you know when you by music being so rhythmic and feeling it.
Yeah.
I understand why these motherfuckers is knocking themselves off.
Yeah.
Like, when Pac, you know, we all 90s babies and shit. Pac said, fuck Jay-Z. Pac said, fuck Mobb Deep. Pac said, fuck them. It was nothing else they can say.
Right.
The only reason why, because of listening to Wu-Tang, I was able to listen. I remember when Big's album dropped, Ready to Die dropped.
Right.
So I'm 14 years old, so I'm able to study it, and okay, this nigga kind of hard. So yeah, I remember just thinking, man, and smoking weed and hearing Hit 'Em Up for the first time and sitting back thinking, how did the motherfucker like, damn, this nigga's really mad. That nigga's mad.
I remember thinking, ooh, somebody about to die.
He really mad.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, what the fuck?
He had us out here tripping. I remember Pac had such a hold on the West Coast that if a nigga was wearing Timberlands, you'd be like, hey, nigga, where you from, homie?
I'm from mama.
Damn.
From the East Coast, my nigga. We don't wear that type of shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy that like in like rap, like you can show your anger, you can show your affection, all that shit through your art form. You know what I mean? Like, do you think like painters ever had beef and like
Of
drew
course.
shit about the other painter, nigga?
Nigga
Like,
Pablo
They-
Picasso.
like
Yeah,
Picasso,
they said
Picasso doing something about you,
What you think-
Michelangelo. He'll be like, what?
What you think all them naked sculptures was? I'm embarrassed this nigga forever. You got a little dick too, you punk motherfucker. And you like little boy. That's all.
Hey, that's funny little motherfucker.
Oh man, shit. Yeah.
Beef has always been around.
Fuck
Yeah, it's always been in the arts. That's part of the art. You express it.
Why?
It's in dancing.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because whenever you realize that you want to express yourself and you figure out how to do it, it's always somebody who don't understand it and don't want to let it happen.
That's true.
And every artist is gonna take it personal if a motherfucker not giving them an honest shot. You know what I'm saying? And that's what drives the art. That's what drives a motherfucker to just be different. Is the fact that, hey man, you know, I got to prove that nigga I ain't crazy.
That's true,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm thinking is some real shit.
Craig snorts his beef.
Fuck you.
But like when it comes down to it with art, like it's like as an artist, it's a weird position because one, as an artist, you sensitive. You don't want nobody fucking with your shit.
Right.
At the same time, art is subjective.
Yeah.
So you got those two lines that cross all the time. One, you naturally that sensitivity is what allowed you to interpret whatever piece of art you putting out.
Right.
But at the same time, it's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna be like, that's some garbage.
Yeah, that's what's
And it may be an artist you respect,
And
but
that
it's not. And it don't mean
sucks,
it's
man.
your shit is garbage, but like we from the West Coast.
Yeah.
We fucks with Chill Withers because it ride.
Yeah.
When you born and raised on the West Coast in L.A., it's sunshine, it's
Yeah.
space. The music got to bump in your trunk. You got to
Slap. It's
versus
slap.
if you in New York, it's trains, it's people walking everywhere.
horns,
it's
the
horns,
jazz,
it's loud.
yeah.
So you gotta slap and boom. So the difference in our environment alone makes us feel things more than other things.
Right.
I mean, in New York, you ain't trying to listen to no cruising down the street in my 6'4",
Right.
and
'cause
you
you
on a
ain't
fucking
driving.
subway,
Yeah, you ain't
and it's
driving.
2 degrees
Yeah, that's
outside.
fact.
That's some bullshit.
Dwann got a little piece of candy corn glued to his toenail.
All right, let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
Cause you were saying like how you in the older generation with the music. What you think about Vince Staples?
He hard. He decent.
Now before, cause he put the letter down. I'm gonna finish my statement because I know he about to say some shit. Yo, that nigga to me, cause I'm not from out here, he top 3 out of the West Coast for me. Like lyrically, like the way he rap, cadence, all that shit. Like that nigga's advanced as fuck.
Right.
When it comes to rapping to me, like, what do y'all like think of that nigga? Because he's a younger generation.
I mean, I ain't listen to all this stuff, but he decent. He definitely decent.
Man, no comment, man.
You never listen to his shit.
They tried to get me to listen to it, and this is the thing. And it's not to hate. I gotta see a movement. When these motherfuckers be just popping up, cause I'm from LA. Just like you from LA, you from LA. Man, you from the E, you gonna know that movement. If you come through, somebody come through Boston, you gonna see the momentum behind it. I don't like when these motherfuckers just pop up out of nowhere. When they pop up out of nowhere, it's like, well, who says that you wasn't already planted? You took 8 or 9 years that they developed this, and who really are you? Right. Are you really from the streets? Are you really for the streets? What is you really talking about, man? Because if you really think about it, all the best artists now, man, rap artists, they're white. Lyricists.
Right.
And all the blah, 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 I got money are black.
All the braggadocious.
Yeah, all that.
So
that shit gotta go.
The switch you rule. It's like, did y'all see that cartoons that they was playing on it, that beat and everything like that? Mm-hmm. I was sitting back. I showed it to, I forgot who I showed it to, but I showed it to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. That's an old school beat." I said, "Y'all not even paying attention to what the fuck are y'all seeing right now? Yeah. They're playing live instruments. This is funk and everything, but these are some geeky ass white boys.
Right.
What happened to? When did the flip come in?
I think it's just the fact they can go on the internet and watch everything.
No, ain't no pressure.
Like, you know what I mean?
White boys don't have the same pressure. They could be themselves musically. niggas have to worry about a bunch of other goofy ass shit
Bullshit.
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
artists shouldn't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
It came in like in the mid. I always called that mid 2000s era the fuckboy era of hip hop. That's when a lot of that fuckboy music was out in the early 2000s. The bling era, the I Got Money era, and it was, you know, all that shit got popularized, and you'll spend your money willy nilly, and I got better bitches than you. And nowadays, these are the kids who was 8, 9, 10 years old when that music was out. So if you think about it, that's all they grew up on. So now that if their parents didn't have a variety, you know, and so now what's popular, and then again, you always got to go back to who funding this shit. Whoever we always got to separate what who we know is getting backed by the people in the industry, and what the streets say, because it's usually two different crops of people.
Well,
You know what I mean? So it's like that era, that whole, but this shit's about to die, man. Like it's been like a 15, 20 years cycle.
You think it's dead?
It's coming to it. Like this
nigga,
whole I got
disco gone, jazz. Like there's always gonna be something new.
Yeah.
Just there's nobody really willing to try to do it yet. Everybody's comfortable in this space. You know what I mean?
Kendrick put it out there.
Even with Kendrick's album, the way he's doing music, you can see he's going in a totally opposite direction than everybody.
Music hybridizes, bro. So
Yeah.
hip hop is a mixture of all of those other genres you just mentioned, jazz and blues. And it's all, you know, so it's just gonna hybridize and flip again
into something else.
And I thought to Pimp a Butterfly was the turn. You know what I mean? When Kendrick brought in true jazz musicians, not just cats acting like they're playing jazz.
Yeah.
And that's why you see it. Yeah. And that's why you see other people
Shout
sort
out
of
to
taking
Greg
with
Brockman.
that. Yeah, Craig, all them, they brought in Kamasi, Terrace Martin. These cats is musicians.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And so that's where it's still going to go. You see what Anderson .Paak is doing right now with his new label, you know, live musicians.
Yeah.
You see, like, because look, music comes from our soul, man, and it can only be plastic for so long before it switch back. You know what I mean? All arts end at 180 degrees. Once you reach 180, you got to come right back. And so I think it's coming back.
I got a chance to roast Anderson .Paak for his birthday a couple weeks ago. And he did an 1.5-hour concert before he had me, Boo Capone, and a few other people go up. And that was the greatest show I ever seen in my life.
He that hard?
Anderson's hard, man.
Nigga, he's the lead vocalist, but he's playing the drums.
God damn, you gotta have air like a motherfucker.
He's different.
Bro,
I'm a drummer. That's not easy. It's hard to talk and play the drums, nigga.
Yeah.
So the show going, it's him, obviously. Then he got Bruno Mars up there. So it's him and Bruno up. Then they bring up Mario. Then they bring up a couple other motherfuckers. And he playing for 1.5 hours. Best show I ever seen. Then they have me and Boo Capone come up and a couple other people to roast. And we all bomb.
No.
Nigga, you go
can't
bomb.
follow that.
Nigga did it. Look, man.
Would you say his crowd is your crowd?
It ain't about the crowd. It's about the
energy.
energy.
Yeah.
Once you take these motherfuckers to a certain level musically, it's a whole different vibration than comedy.
Yeah.
You know, comedy is an art form where you got to listen to what I'm saying. I got to take you on a ride. But you know, when somebody's doing music, you know, it's just so many different vibrations.
No, go ahead, because
No, yeah.
I got a question for that.
It's like
And
someone
I
trying to
said some
tickle you
funny
after
shit.
sex.
What'd you say?
I said some funny shit. I told Bruno Mars, I said, everybody go for Bruno Mars. And he was clapping. I said, man, a lot of people don't, you know, a lot of people, I'm going to say what everybody been saying behind your back. You look like Manny Pacquiao's mama. Right?
That's funny as fuck.
And then I told Bruno Mars, everybody get up for
Were they
Bruno
laughing
Mars.
at that when you said
It was the niggas was laughing, but the energy was just gone.
Can you feel that? Like when you're up there? Can you feel
Yeah, I
that?
can feel it. I bowed
Yeah.
out. I'm not. Look, man. I'm a player, my nigga. Meaning, I know how to play. So if the jumper is off, I'm not gonna force it, my nigga. I'm gonna dish the rock,
Man, you should have told that nigga if it wasn't for Morris Day, nigga, you wouldn't be shit.
man.
Or the
Oh,
Gap
my
Band.
mama. Hey,
and
man,
then
I promise you, that nigga's a mimicking motherfucker right
Yeah.
there, boy.
And then I told Bruno
Hoes love him,
Mars. I said everybody go for Bruno Mars. He's a talented nigga. I was in the studio with him the other week, man. He did a song. He did a whole song with the mic in his mouth.
Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak.
Yeah, Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak.
Nigga has a mic in his mouth. That motherfucker got a mouth right there. That motherfucker, yeah.
So when it happens, let's play a quick game then. Let's put 3 comedians in that same situation.
Right.
Will they bomb or do they go? Dave Chappelle.
Oh, he gonna bomb.
I think he's gonna go.
Dave
Dave Chappelle superstar is up there.
Well, yeah, he's just as big as a star as Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak, probably bigger. So he's gonna go. Even I didn't bomb, but I didn't do. Normally the room is flipping when I'm telling jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Dave Chappelle would have did cool.
I think what you said about the energy thing, because music is 7-8 people playing as one.
Yeah.
Comedy is you. And no matter how funny you are, once the people get a touch of that energy, and they now once you're done with that, they ready to talk to each other. Man, do you remember that song? They ready to socialize. They're not ready to listen.
You know, it's curious because down south, what's the gentleman's name? Went to Alabama State. Ricky Smiley.
Yeah. Yes.
He did a show in Birmingham. This motherfucker had Erykah Badu, Marsha Ambrosia, the Isley Brothers, and him doing the comedy. And it's crazy you said that's what made me, because the energy couldn't be no more high. I'm talking about these motherfuckers is coming out of their seats and goddamn stepping in the
Yeah.
And all he would do is they would change up, he would come out and do some jokes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But
different.
and I kept thinking to myself, like, why this motherfucker ain't really just.
I'll give you an example.
And
I'll give you an example.
Talk to me.
I was hosting for the Chris Brown tour, and when I'm doing the tour, like, I'll be on stage. I do 25 minutes. No matter what joke I do that night or anytime throughout the whole tour, if I would say, "Who's here to see Chris Brown?" the energy that the crowd would give me was so crazy. I've never felt that before in my life.
Yeah.
You could just feel the
Never. Like, I've never been on stage doing a joke and felt that before in my life. It was the craziest. Like, I could feel everybody's, like, individually hitting me. Like, everybody literally wanted me to know they was there, so they're trying to be louder than the other person. So it was just a whole nother level of energy, bro, that I was like, yeah, I've never seen no shit like that.
Man, so anybody ever came up to you and just told you, like, fam, you do that for me?
Yeah. I had somebody tell me they was gonna kill themselves before they watched one of my videos.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, he said his mom passed away, and he said he couldn't operate, and, like, he was about to go kill himself. But he got on Instagram, and one of my videos popped up. He said he watched it, you know what I mean? And then he went to my page, and he's like, that's the first time I laughed in, like, months, bro. And he was just like, yeah, like, you made me really change my mind. You made me, like, look at shit different. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, it's crazy, man, you said that. And the reason I asked that, man, because, like, the reason I even fuck with you gentlemen is because y'all did that for a motherfucker, man. Each one with different points, just in different points in your life, man. So it's cool to have you brothers, man, around here, man, at the spot, man, you know what I'm saying, coming through and just sharing and just chopping and just talking that bullshit and stuff like that, man. Because, you know, what it shows, because, like I said, we are in the Pacific Northwest. So it's a lot of people that don't get the chance to touch Hollywood or don't get to touch LA or don't get to touch New York, but only get to hear about it. So to see you brothers, man, and out here and y'all eating in establishments, man, and you know, man, go check that show out. You know, on the 26th, man, at the Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes Theater.
Man, you know what I'm saying, man. You know, Kraig Facts, man, you know what I'm saying, man. Part of the, man, you know, the show, man, on the YouTube, man, part of the 5150. You know what I mean? Part of, man, you all deaf, man, jokes, man, you feel me? He got the panel. We got Reedo Brown. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who Reedo Brown is, man, then evidently you ain't got no social media. Hey. His brother got some of the most funniest fucking skits that I've seen before, man, where I wake up And I'm like, oh, okay. I used to wake up, all bullshit. I used to wake up, man, you feel me? Have me a glass of water, go sit on the shitter and see what you gonna, okay. Have me rolling. Go through the stuff, man, like this nigga right here. And then, man, you know what I'm saying? My brother Dwann, man, you know, hey, brother, if you don't know about that Hotep-ish, man, you be talking shit.
Appreciate that.
So, you know what I mean? All three of these brothers, man, to have them on here, man, this is big. This is big for the city. This is big to the youngsters, man. You know, the small black community that we do have around here. Right. And, you know, they get a chance to, like, really see, man, you know, what can happen, where they can go, man. And the comedy that you guys put out and the content, you know, is something to have a brother keep his head up. Because it ain't just buffoonery and foolishness and motherfuckers in dresses and motherfuckers dressing to be, act like them. But it's something really funny that intrigues you in your mind, man, and your intelligence, just to put a smile on your head, man, and to show us a more of an alpha, more of an intelligent, more of a brother type of stance. It just ain't the buffoonery that we always fucking see.
Right.
So you know what I mean? I ain't, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Real talk. Nah, I just mean.
Thanks for inviting us down, man. I appreciate that, man.
Man, for sure, man. We can catch these brothers for like 15, 20, because I know they tired. Man, we get that all dark in, man. You know, the after dark show in real fast, man.
Yeah.
All right, man, well, you know what I mean? Hey, this is saying they got this spot on this spot, man. And once again, man, we got Dwann B, man, you know what I'm saying? We got Kraig Smith, man. We got Reedo Brown. Go check that show out, man, February 26th at the Langston Hughes Center. You feel me? Get your tickets. You know, with that ticket, man, you know, you're going to grab something to eat. Yeah. You're going to have some drinks. There's going to be some meet and greets, man, you know what I mean? And you can get that picture in and stuff like that and then go live and post it on Instagram and act like that's really your homie. So, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them what time the show is.
Hey, man, so the show's at 7 and 9, man. We trying to sell out, man. We may consolidate it into one show at 8. I'll make that announcement first thing in the morning. But, man, come check us out, man. Big Bro Nick has really been a blessing, man. You know, he always churching and always talking that real and dropping knowledge and improving brothers, man. And I really appreciate him and everything he stand for, man. So support this podcast as well, man, because it ain't nothing but pure game on here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, blessings, man,
Where
blessings.
can I get tickets?
Man, you can go to thekraigsmith.com, go to the event section, fill it out. Also, thekraigsmith.com.
Man, you already know, man.
We're
All
going to be
right.
out here quite a lot.
Man, off top, bro,
Yes.
man. Look for the man, that Kraig Smith coming to a city near you, man. You feel me? Get on it and get your tickets.
We own it, man. Also, that Chill Never Withers is due to drop soon. And then I'm also doing another comedy album, too. So I got 2 projects for y'all the first part of this year, as well as a lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yay. Yay.
I ain't heard a God yet.
God. God.